Hello, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me today, where I'm going to be showing you my absolute worst game of chess. So I started playing last year in July, and this is my very first game on chess.com. So prepare yourself, it's really bad. And if you're wondering what my rating is, you can see it down the bottom, 151. So I really did start from the bottom. I've heard that a lot of people start chess.com and they're started at 1,200, but for me it started off at 100, so I really had to work my way up. Anyway, let's go straight into this video. It's going to be a really horrendous game, but let's get into it. Now, just before I start the video, I want to say, if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really does help the channel. Now, I'm going to do my drinks check and my wristwatch check. I do this at the start of every video. So my drinks check is this cold mojito. First time I've ever made one of these, and I'm actually really enjoying it. So I've taken a sip already, but I was taking another one. It's really fresh, really fresh. I got some fresh mint from the garden and ground it up with some sugar, some ice, and some, added some sparkling water alongside some Bacardi rum. And it's just an absolute treat on this, what was warm summer's day, but it's now actually the evening, so it's quite pleasant regardless. Now, my wristwatch check is my San Martin on a brown leather. Not really going to go too much into depth with this because it is not a watch video today, it is a chess video. So let's put the headphones on and go into the chess, shall we? Okay, so I'm the white pieces in this game, and let's start off with e4 met with e5. Then I play a move which is just objectively bad because it just stops your knight from developing. f3, because you normally want to put your knight on f3, develop it so you can then castle, but I don't know why I did this, literally no reason behind it. So I'm already quite significantly worse. He then plays knight f6, normally it would attack this pawn here, but it's defended already, so just getting it out of the way to then move the bishop, and then castle, so very standard. Then I have knight c3, which is alright, just developing. He then plays, just very clearly, c6 is just very clearly going to try and play d5. So I don't do anything about it. I get my bishop out of the way, blocking my knight in. Again, it's the only other square really you want the knight. You don't want your knight here on h3 because it's going to have no scope really. I mean, it's just not great chess really. I should have probably put it over here on c4. There's plenty of other options, but that's just a terrible move. So he then continues with his plan, d5. I then do nothing and move my rook over. Why did I do this? I moved my rook over to b1. I was thinking maybe it was a mouse slip, but how could I have done? What was I doing that would have? I have literally no idea. This is a 10-minute game. This is a 10-minute game. I have no idea, so I'm already down quite significantly. It's already 1.9 God, 1.9 for black already. So I'm doing really bad. He then pushes forward, so he then plays d4, just attacking the knight with a tempo, so I have to move the knight. Where do I choose the knight to go? Well, I've already, for some reason, I've moved the rook over, so it can't go back to its natural square. It can't go to here because the bishop's now there, so it has to go there, really. And that's where it goes. Sorry for my keyboard, by the way. If it makes quite a loud noise when I tap, I am sorry about that. The key switches are a bit loud, and I need to fix that. So, what does he do next? He's going to chase me out of town, which is what he did with b5, and then I have to go here because otherwise I lose the knight, and I lose the knight anyway because bishop captures. So I've just lost a knight from all these terrible decisions with bishop there and rook there. I've just lost a knight, so I'm just massively worse now. I've got nothing in return. He's got great development. I'm losing badly. So I then play a3 for no reason, probably to then try and play b4. Not really going to do anything because he can just slide his bishop back anywhere really, and he's already got castling rights, which I'm far from getting because I have to try and move this bishop or just put the knight on the rim, which is always dim, and you don't want to do that. So he then plays a bit of a weird move. g5 does really nothing. I have no idea what the intent behind that is. Maybe I can then play this and try and threaten to win it with the bishop, but I doubt he's going to allow me to do that. He's probably just going to play h6 and defend it. So what do I play in return? I play knight h3 because I need to castle, and yep, I'm really down. So 3.1 now on the eval bar for him. He then plays h6. I'm just defending, I guess, because otherwise I would have taken this. So I then castle, which is just a massive mistake. The eval bar hates that, absolutely hates it. Now I'm not sure if there was some really good trick or something. I'm not looking that far into it, but yeah, there was definitely something I could have done there that was better than that because that was horrendous. So He then plays a5, a6, sorry, defending the bishop, I guess. I don't really know why he's playing that, actually. It's a terrible move. Probably should have gone there, but it doesn't really matter. I'm that far gone, it doesn't really matter what he does. So I then play the move c3, you know. I'm not really sure what the intent behind this was. I mean, I just lose, I trade the queen and he's already up material. I don't know what he wants. Anyway, he then ignores it, doesn't castle. Maybe that was a mouse slip. He just plays, maybe it wasn't. I don't know what he's doing actually. He then just plays g8. Yeah, g8. I then, for some reason, moved my queen over to the e-file. I'm not really sure why e1 was the move I picked. He then just continues pushing down on the king's side with h5. I then move up, finally attacking the bishop. This is when I finally did the b4 push. And what does he do? He just captures. Why or not? Now I'm back in the game, or nearly, but it's nearly equal again. For some reason he captured. He just could have moved it back. And he's sort of 6 minutes on the clock at this point, so I then capture back. I don't know if that's the right way to capture back. I think that may have been slightly better, but maybe not. I don't really know. Okay, so I capture back. He then pushes forward, attacking my knight, so knight has to go somewhere. Really only squares there. So I have to take, goes there. Now, almost can win this. Now, there's a move here, because he's pushed the c pawn up. I could just go there and attack his king. So he goes there. I can take the knight. So he probably would go here, defending, so that everything's defended still. But even then, apparently I'm massively winning now by almost 2 points of materials worth. So there's probably some massive weaknesses that I can't see. But yeah, I didn't do that. So instead, he pushed, and I instead just played h3. For some reason, and it's down again. I'm not massively lost anymore. I was only 1.6, which is still horrendous. That's resignable in like master games, but yeah, I'll continue playing. He didn't take, so instead he plays his rook over to b8. Interesting. So I then took. He takes back. I then take, but then he realizes he can't take back because the bishop defends the knight. So he moves it over to the h5, which is not a bad idea really. Maybe you can try and get the queen over and just try and push for a checkmate. You know, there might be something there. Obviously I have to do a few preparation moves, otherwise I'll just capture with my queen. Okay, I put my king directly in harm's way. I mean, that is just not a move. But I don't know why I did that. So I moved over. He doesn't do that though. He captures on the c file. So I then recapture, and I think if anything that's helping me out really. I don't know why he would have done that. So he moves his rook back over. This rook is doing a bit of a dance between these two files for some reason. So it's attacking my knight again, so it's got two attackers, bishop and the rook. Need to move the knight, so I don't move the knight at all, and he doesn't capture. He then captures on the b file, which is just like, I can just capture back, and if he captures, like, I'm fine. Like, I don't understand why he didn't just capture this knight. He could have just captured this. Sorry, he could have just captured this. I could have captured back. He's completely winning at this point, or is it completely? How is that not completely winning? I mean, you've got an exposed king, the rook's out into the game. I've got half the pieces undeveloped. I don't know how that's not winning, but anyway, maybe I have some like amazing threats that I'm not seeing. Anyway, so I don't do that. I then capture back. He pushes down straight into the f-file, which is apparently a massive blunder. I don't really know why this is a blunder. I think it's just because I can still go here. No, that's not the move apparently. What is the move then? What is the move? He takes f5, okay, so I just take that. Yeah, but then it just goes back. I don't know, not sure what the blunder really is, but yeah, I'm sure there's something there. What was it, king g1? Why is that? Okay, yeah, apparently I'm just winning massively there if I do that, but no, I didn't. I do capture back, so what am I doing? What am I on about? I'm getting games confused. I looked at a few other games before this. I'm getting them confused, to be honest, now. So I capture back, he captures. I then play my queen out, which is apparently alright. It's not too bad. I'm clearly attacking this pawn. I think this would have been better, not the king. The bishop, just going this instead. Maybe that was better? Yeah, no. Wow, that apparently really is absolutely terrible. I don't know why, though. Okay. Was it? No, maybe he's just absolutely fine. No, I have no idea what I'm on about. This is what I mean. I have no idea what I'm doing with chess. Ignore everything I say all the time. So he moves over. Not sure why. I think it's just to stop its check. Doesn't defend it. I don't know why. So I just ignore it apparently. And he then takes my queen. because I just blundered like a simple... I think I have 3 minutes on the clock at this point, and I just make a 1-move queen blunder like that. I then take back, game's absolutely lost, might as well resign at this point. So of course I don't. He then takes, I take, he takes, you know, all standard moves. I move the rook up 1, I guess just to try and check, with no idea what I'm doing. This rook is absolutely useless right now. I need to try and get it into the game somehow. I mean, this bishop's doing nothing, it's got no scope whatsoever, so needs to do something. So he then blunders his queen straight back. I mean, what is the move there? What was he thinking? G5 immediately gets taken, rook takes, check. Oh, king over, I think it's probably best actually that direction. I then push the pawn because I've got no moves at this point. He defends the pawn that wasn't under attack, so I keep pushing the pawn. It's close to equal apparently now. He attacks me with tempo. I move over. He puts me in check. I move down. That's basically the only thing I could do there. So does he do... Oh my god, how was I ever this bad? How did I ever get... How did I don't know. Okay, so he then pushes down to b4, hanging a rook. Literally, this rook is for free right now. If I capture this rook, I have got plenty of time to take that. There's no real threats there. I don't know what I was thinking, because he takes it, I take the pawn, I put him in check, and I hang a rook. I hang a rook straight away back. I got so greedy, I thought I couldn't lose. So he just pushes down the e-file, and I just for some reason thought, oh, I'm brilliant. I must be the best chess player ever, because I put him in check, moves over, and straight away just hangs a rook, so he just immediately takes back. I then push up. He's now got to try and defend, stopping me from promoting, so it's literally the only move, so I can then go there and try and defend it. He puts me in check, I move over, he defends. I guess the point here is to go here, check, like take the rook. He then takes back, and then I can promote, check, you know, easily win the game at that point. So he then pushes enormous blunder, absolutely enormous blunder. I imagine king like to e7 would be better there. F7, E7, yeah, it's about the same. No, it's not. No, F7's apparently a lot better. So there, he's basically equal, very close to draw. I think if that he goes there, that's, yeah, still massively lost. I couldn't tell you why. So he then pushes the a pawn, massive mistake. I put him in check, absolutely won this game. Look at that, plus 38 on the eval bar. I'm crushing this game. So of course he's got to move his king. I then take the rook, he takes back, easy wins because I promote the pawn, right? He attacks me, hanging the rook for free. I can take that rook and have absolutely no problems. He can't even capture back. So of course I move the rook, and with that make the game completely drawable now. This game is completely equal. So he moves his king back. I then put him in check. We're now down to about, well, he's got 13 seconds. I've got 48 seconds here. Very close now. So what I do, I hang the rook. The only piece that is actually going to win me this game. I hang it rook. What was I doing? I hang the rook. So he then takes. I move the king back. He moves king over. I can bring it up. He puts me in discovered check. I then go to the f-file. He moves over. I might as well promote. He takes. I keep pushing. This is all hopeless. Absolutely no way. I'm nowhere near in time to go and catch this queen. I don't even know why I started going for this. I just clearly didn't know how to count. So he keeps spamming me in check. And there we go, I lost. Not because of checkmate, but because I ran out of time. I was going to lose in apparently 7 moves anyway. I'm not sure this guy would have found it. He definitely wouldn't have found it with 0.4 seconds on the clock, but he wouldn't have found it anyway, I'm pretty sure. What a horrendous game. Absolutely unbearable to watch. I hope you enjoyed watching it regardless though. If you want to see my best game, I would definitely recommend commenting it down below, and I might do that for a future video, because this game, let's see what the eval, the chess.com evaluation rates this game. So looking at the game review, I'm pretty shocked, to be honest, because it looked exactly like an ECG heart monitor with how up and down it is, and the accuracy somehow was 50%. I thought it'd be like 20. What's even more shocking though is somehow on my first and worst chess.com game, I had a brilliant move. Queen c3 is apparently a brilliant move. Don't ask me why, but yeah, it's an amazing move apparently. I don't know how. And then if you look down a little further, you can see what chess.com thinks my rating is. 100 elo. That's really not far off when I was making this, so it was 151 back then. Yeah, really, really terrible. That's the worst rating you can get. So if you want to see my best ever game, comment down below and I'll make a future video showing my best ever game. I have to tell you, it's really impressive, even for me. Thank you so much for watching though. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to say down below and like if you like this video. That's this video though. Goodbye.